Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening, guys? Joe of All Vapes flinging it to you through the YouTube airways, traveling, talking about some of the best stuff that vaping has to offer, okay? So much going on in my life. One of these days I will dedicate an entire episode, maybe a live episode of just BSing with all y'all, having some fun, talking about vape, doing whatever it is we want to do, okay? Company recently, XO Vaper, recently changed their name to XO Vaper Tech. Out of China, sent me an awesome mod, and I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. Okay, it's just some random company I've probably never heard of out of China. Well, a lot of those random companies like iJoy or Watofo or Sigali and blah, 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 blah came out of China and were lesser known until they became huge. So I'm seeing this company is probably going to go in that direction, okay? So what they sent me in this sleek, sly little wooden box is what they call the Skull mod. Okay, boom. There's that big fat boy right there, okay? So we're gonna get this bad boy out. I'm gonna show it to you. I am totally tubularly stoked about this. Look at this thing, okay? Full 24 karat gold, encrusted awesomeness, gold plated, okay? You can call it whatever you want. And I was impressed at the overall quality of this thing, okay? Just the usability, the interface of it all, the chip, everything is bright and shiny and beautiful, works incredibly simply, and comes with all the offers that everything of today's modern devices comes with. We're talking about over protection for underarm and just all the short protection you can possibly think of, overcharging, undercharging. And get this, compatible with 18650, 2700, and the 21700 batteries. Absolutely. Comes with an 18650 adapter, so just because all the new stuff that's coming out with the 2700, you don't have to chuck away all your 18650s. I'm not going to throw them away. I spent too much money on them. So you might as well get some kind of use out of them, you know what I mean? But it's an absolutely beautiful mod. Comes in a variety of colors. I got kind of this purplish reddish color. I didn't have the opportunity to ask for green. Green's my thing, you guys know that. So what I'm going to do for you is show you a quick little unboxing video that incidentally is up on my IGTV channel as we speak. Go and check that out. Give me a follow on Instagram, if you will, at Joe of All Vapes. Watch the video and then stay tuned for a little bit more of an introspective look. Okay, so you guys got a little bit of a deeper look into the XO Vaper Tech Skull Mod single 100 watt 18650, 2700, 21700 mod. We're going to look at some of the specs here before we bust out the mod, just to kind of give you a little bit of a look-see. I know you guys saw all this in the unboxing video, but I like the sound of my own voice. What the heck? Works excellently in a variety of working modes. Security, protective function, under voltage, over voltage, reverse polarity. So just in case you're, the cat runs across the table, the kid starts crying, you put the battery in the wrong way, this thing is not going to blow up in your hands, okay? That's an awesome, awesome little addition for anybody to have, absolutely. Short circuits, low resistance, moreover, can be upgraded by USB. It's right, guys, firmware upgradable. Let's look at some of the specs. Dimensions 93 by 49 by 42.5 millimeters, and the resistance 0.123 ohms, which is pretty darn decent. Okay, so let's put this aside. Got your nifty little "don't be a dumbass" warning card and use batteries stupidly. Thankfully, this thing is completely stupid proof, if you will, okay? So we're gonna take a look inside of the box here. Boom, gonna bust this out. Got your ever popular micro USB charge adapter cord. That'll be 5 bajillion and 1 that I have now. And the cool silicone 18650 adapter sleeve. Boom, right there. So you don't have to throw away your 18650. Now you saw this pretty much the same way you're looking at it right now on that cute little unboxing video, XO Vaper. So let me talk about the heft. This thing is absolutely solid, okay? We're talking solid stabwood and resin, and then of course you got the zinc alloy, probably a little bit of steel in there as well. The one thing that I really love is the battery compartment here, but just the whole construction of this thing is really super sound. I mean, it's not gonna knock off a battery with this bad boy. You can see the polarity, little insignia there, the negative, 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 okay? Boom, we're not gonna test out the protection features, but I'm gonna plug that in, and there's your screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, typical. Okay, so there we are. Everything is in red. That's one of the color functions. It says XO Vaper up on the top in tiny itty bitty little letters. Up ramp goes at a 0.5 watt at a time, makes it nice and simple. Most of us like it like that, nice and simple, at least I do. So let's go into some of the functions. 1, 2, 3 takes you into the mode, okay? The menu screen. There's power. You want it normal, you want it soft, you want the preheat function, you want it hard. I go with normal, so we'll just keep it at that. 1, 2, 3 again. Takes you to temperature mode. You want it nickel, titanium, or stainless steel. I don't want any of that, so I'm gonna go back. 1, 2, 3 to power, click that, hit normal again. 1, 2, 3, go back in. And there is temperature control rating. You want to get into some of the nitty gritty of that kind of stuff. I really don't. It's not my thing. Bypass mode. Straight, unregulated battery power. It's just going to give you everything that you want. Okay, straight voltage, 1, 2, 3. We're going to go back to power like I like it. Okay, wattage. Boom, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Once again, flinging through it. PHT. Preheat mode, power or temperature. Let's stick with power, okay? So let's say we want to go 10 watts. I think 10 watts is maybe just a little bit high, but guess what? It clocks out at the least of 10 watts. So I guess that's what we'll leave it. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with preheat mode, what it's going to do is kick in a little bit of heat at 10 watts for 3 seconds or 4 or 5 or 6. And that's the power that it's going to put through your coil to give it just an up ramp, basically, of a very low wattage of an amount of power just to kind of slowly warm up your juice in that coil. It's going to do it at 10 watts and at 3 seconds. If you want it more, go back and readjust it. 1, 2, 3. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a cool little function, to be honest with you. I've never used it, don't much care for it, but there it is. Colors. Got your red, got your green, got your blue, and you got your white. Let's change it to green. Boom, because I like my green. You guys know I like my green, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Last function here, LED, the lights. Okay, The lights are the eyes. Let's hit with fire. These bad boys turn on with the fire button. Look at these cool dudes staring right at you, saying, "Vape me, Joe, vape me." Oh, I'm gonna, buddy. I'm gonna. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get back into this. We're gonna go back to the LED, always on. Pretty self-explanatory, right? You can use this thing for a flashlight if you're in the dark and you're vaping outside, and you know, it's just I don't know, it's just kind of a cool, convenient little feature. I dig it. Let's try Notify Light. This is really cool. It looks like it's breathing, like it's just emanating awesomeness. Use me, vape me, okay? So that's kind of cool. And you just want lights off. You want to preserve your battery power. Stick it on lights off. Boom, nothing happens even when you hit the fire button. But we'll put it 1, 2, 3. We'll go back. And we'll go to LED, we'll go fire, because it'll just stay on that way when you hit the fire button, okay? So, coolness. We're gonna take our iJoy Diamond tank that I swiped from another mod, and, man, I wish I had a gold tank to use with this bad boy, but the iJoy Diamond tank with the rainbow color kind of does give it a nice, cool look, okay? So, we're gonna give this thing a little bit of a fire. Okay, so what it's picking up is a 0.17 ohm, which typically these things are always off by an integer or 2. So what I've got in here is the iJoy Diamond coil, the mesh coil, the new mesh coils with the wood pulp and the high-grade cotton for proper wicking and flavor. But these usually come out at about 0.15, but like I said, most coils for me, and I'm sure for a lot of other people, you usually experience them coming out about an integer 1 or 2 up or down or whatever, usually up. So no biggie on that one. We're going to kind of fire it and see what we got. For the voltage, 3.32 consistently, because it was a 21700 battery, iJoy battery, fully charged, 19.5 amps. That's about as good as it gets. What the heck, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. It's a good solid battery. Gonna give it a good puff, but you can hear what I'm talking about, folks. Okay, nice, sturdy, solid mod. Now, what I'm gonna do is bring this bad boy up, or bring the camera up. We're going to talk a little bit more about this guy, and then we're going to bring this to a close. Okay, so what enough can we say about the XO Tech Skull mod? Okay, 18650, single 18650, single 2700, single 21700 battery compatibility, full color screen, all the protection, under voltage, over voltage, short circuit protection, you name it, it has it, and reverse polarity protection as well. Say that 5 times fast, okay? It's got an awesome build to it. Stabilized wood with a little bit of resin, 24 karat gold plating on every model that you buy, regardless of the color. It's really solidly ergonomically designed, not too big, not too heavy, fairly manly or womanly. It's all good, you know, it's all good in Joe's hood. The one thing that I really, really love about this is that it is hard for me to choose just one thing that I love. It has so many features, but it is still incredibly simple. I just don't have a price point for you yet, folks. I'm among one of the very rare few vape reviewers at this particular time that actually got the opportunity to get this in and review it. I'm very humbled and appreciate that by XO Vaper. But until something else comes out on the market in comparison, or this comes up with a price point for the US market especially, this thing is just going to be floating around. So if any of you guys definitely have any questions on the XO Vaper Tech Skull mod, single 18650, 2100, 2700 mod, definitely let me know. Slam something in the comment section below. Give me an email at joeofallvapes@gmail.com or send me a DM on Instagram. Definitely check out XO Vaper Tech on Instagram as well. Check out the post on my Instagram page. When the video for this hits live, there will definitely be a post. If a lot of you guys are followers, you'll see it, so you'll be able to follow XO Vaper if you want. I do have another mod that I'm going to be reviewing from XO Vaper here pretty soon, right after this one. Simple function on pretty much everything across the board, especially with the up and down ramp buttons. Push them both at the same time, boom, and it's locked, okay? Nice and locked. The one thing that I will say that is massively inconvenient about the locking function is that though you cannot up ramp or down ramp while it's locked, you can still fire. So really consider not putting this thing in your pocket while this thing is ingeniously locked, okay? Maybe that was something they kind of could have put in there to make sure that if you did put it in your pocket for whatever reason, it wasn't going to fire automatically with everything else you got floating around in your jeans. But what I'm going to do is unlock this thing now. Boom, unlocked, and now it doesn't matter. I can up ramp, I can down ramp, boom, I can do whatever I want. And we're rocking and rolling. You also saw how fast this thing fires. It fires remarkably quick, which means that the internal chip on this thing is very, very solid. For a company that I've never heard of prior to about a month ago, where have these guys been? XO Vaper, man, you guys are doing your thing, you know? Okay, releasing some good stuff into the vaping market once again. We're gonna bust out some of the best devices here on Joe of All Vapes. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in, just showering me the love. Once again, this is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in that vaping sky, now and forever, wishing you to stay humble. You love yourselves, love each other, keep it eternally cloudy, and of course, pinky out with a little bit of skull. Hey everybody, this is Joe of All Vapes. Thank you for watching. For the best in vape reviews, pound that subscribe button, and don't forget, vaping saves lives.